On June 16, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live. A weekly show all about faith. A show with motivational topics, inspirational stories, and personal testimony set out to change the world.
Hello, my name is Amari, and today we are back on another episode of Have Faith and Let's Begin. Hi, my name is Isabella, and you're listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Hi, I am Mia. You are listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Can you say have faith, let it begin? Huh? Yeah. Yeah? Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the last Thursday in October. Welcome to the last chapter in our October Thursday Throwback Edition. Thank you so much. If you haven't had a chance, go back to every Thursday for the month of October. We have Throwback Thursday editions, crazy funny stories, pretty hard-telling stories, and we're going to conclude this final Thursday with this story. How often have you heard the expression, "Don't judge a book by its cover"? How often have you been that person that has either judged a person by the way they look as opposed to the way they are inside? Now, many of us either have done one or the other. We have been that person that judged the book, or we have been the book that have been judged. I myself have been judged many times. I have also done that to somebody else, and I'm not proud of it. But I've got to be honest, because I'm telling you this story for a reason. I remember being in Providence and having, obviously, as all of you know, if you haven't heard all the crazy date stories, I constantly had the worst dates that I can even think to recall anybody would ever have. I had the longest crazy stretch of crazy date stories, which, by the way, will return for another season come the spring and summer. But one thing that I've never really shared with people until now is the time that I met up with somebody from the dating site. And when the girl met up with me at a miniature golf area, it was quite obvious she didn't like what she saw. The difference is, for some people, they would maybe go through the date and then maybe never call you. This girl was extremely honest and extremely blunt, and it broke my heart. She told me that she didn't realize how hefty I was. She told me that she didn't normally date guys that were out of shape. Just like that. And immediately, I was hurt. But I remember trying to find a way to say, well, that's okay. I've never gone on a date or dated a redhead. So I guess we all have to try something new. She thought it was kind of funny. We did go through the date. We did do the miniature golf. We did have a great time. We had some laughs. We decided to go Dutch the whole way because she did not want to lead me on or make me think that there was any opportunity. But what happened next was very, very interesting. We decided to take a walk. And while we were walking and talking, she opened up to me about how she felt guilty that she had shut me down for the majority of the night, only to discover that she had never been more comfortable with a person until now. She had let on to me that she felt extremely comfortable around me. But she wanted to know if I'd hold any grudges with her for calling me hefty and heavy. And I told her, well, unfortunately, you're not the first one to tell me that. I'm sure you're probably not going to be the last. But I am working on it. The part that really, really throws me off is what happens next. At the conclusion of the date, she kissed me goodnight. And I'm talking a very romantic kiss. When the kiss concluded, she said that I was a very good kisser. She gave me her phone number. I waited almost a week to call her because I wasn't sure if I was going to be disappointed. I didn't even know if the phone number was going to go through. When I called her, believe it or not, she picked up the phone. We went out a couple more times. Things started to evolve. One night, we met up with her friends. And her friends met me for the first time. Her friends didn't approve of the way that I looked. They thought that I was too heavy for her. They thought she could do better. And like a flash light, like a flash of light, like a lightning bolt, she changed. She instantly didn't have interest in me. And when the day concluded, she asked me not to call her again. That was so painful. She judged a book by its cover at first. She got to know what I looked like inside. She was able to look past whatever she felt was something that she didn't feel comfortable around, only to be sidetracked and to be told what to look for by her friends. Have you ever judged a book by its cover? Have you ever judged somebody for the way they look? Have you been that person that has been judged? Right now in the world today, there are many people that are hurting, many people that have hate, many people that are trying to find happiness. There are so many beautiful people out there that maybe if people would take the time to really look deep down inside what's in front of them and what's inside them, they will realize that there's so much better choices out there than the ones that appear to be the obvious ones. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I haven't done that myself. Even after being judged, I did the same thing. I'm not happy about it, but I have to tell you that because it would be wrong of me just to play the victim when in reality, I was the person that judged other people. I remember going out with a girl that I met through mutual friends, and I felt that she was not pretty enough. I felt that I could do better, when in reality she was a beautiful girl, inside and out. She was a great person, and quite honestly, I never gave her the opportunity to figure it out, and I should have. And it's sad. It really was sad. So, today, as we go into work, as we get closer and closer to the holiday season, if you're a person that's trying to go on a dating site, if you're a person that is single, if you're a person that is looking to make friends, stop judging a book by its cover. Don't allow yourself to be fed information or to put yourself in a position to allow others to tell you what you can and cannot do. What is the point? At the end of the day, if that person makes you happy, if that person fills the void, fills that inner, or adds that inner glow that you don't realize or didn't know you had, give them a chance. Give yourself a chance to be happy. God will put you in the right path. God doesn't make mistakes. Never has, never will. It's just something I wanted to share with you guys today. I wanted to conclude this series with something powerful, because that to me was extremely powerful. It was never easy for me to hear comments that I didn't need to hear. It was not easy for me to do to others what was done to me. But I did it, and I'm not proud of it. But the first step was admitting your faults. And I can tell you that I'm still friends with that young girl, because I have since apologized to her for what I did. I have since regretted that decision all of my life because I never gave her an opportunity to see where that could have ended up. But I am happy to tell you that she's married and she has 4 children and a great husband. And they have an amazing life. So, I wasn't meant for her. Somebody else was. God does not make mistakes. God puts us in the right place at the right time. And as long as you learn to remember all that you have done, if you learn from your mistakes, if you allow yourself to realize the truth and the difference between right and wrong, one day you will find the love of your life, you will find happiness, you will find joy, and you'll be okay with what you are inside and out. Think about that today and every day. Because for me, it took me so many years, but when I finally found my wife, I've struck gold. Have faith. Let it begin. We pray for all the trick-or-treaters. Be safe. Parents, be safe. And God bless.